So this is off Scherp for Rencontres. So this is mic number one. This is a lot of fun. So I'm Anders Scherp, off Scherp as an artist from Stockholm, Sweden. I'm a musician, drummer, teacher. I've been playing music since I was a kid. I started off with drums, and then I got into playing guitar and writing my own songs. And I just released my third album called I Woke Up. And I'm currently here in Caen, playing some shows. Have one final show in Paris. Sorry. I grew up in a small town, like really in the outskirts, close to nature, and there was not much to do. I mean, I played soccer, I went fishing, but I also played a lot of drums. So my parents bought me a drum kit when I was 5 or 6, and I've been playing since. My first real memory from music, when it really hit me, is probably when I was around the same age, like 6 years. I was out playing in a field, and I got back home, and the radio was on, and out came Sound of Silence with Simon and Garfunkel. And that was really the first time music really hit me with all its power. And in a way, I knew that experience changed me in some way. So when I was about 15, I got into a school in Stockholm. So I moved there when I was at that age, and I started really taking things more seriously and practicing more, and like starting to get the idea that I wanted to do this full time in a way or another. After that, I moved to LA for 1 year to practice even more, and things started to become clear in my mind what I wanted to do, because I started to write songs, and I felt like I had something there. I mean, it was a way of expressing myself, and something that I couldn't do on the drums. So I started to compose and sing a bit more. Great. Did you get that? When I was 15, actually, that's when around that age, I wrote my first few songs. Yeah, I grew up in a small village, and the outskirts of that small village. So it was maybe like 4 or 5 houses there. I was out pretty much all the time playing in the forest, pretending to be Super Mario or Luigi. And when I didn't do that, I was drumming or fishing. I'm not into gaming that much, but I still have my 8-bit Nintendo, so I still play some Super Mario games and Bubble Bobble and Ice Climber and all those classics. I really still enjoy that a lot. When I was back at my parents' place, I found this huge box that you use when you move, and it was full of cassettes. So I started listening to those cassettes, and it was me talking and singing, and maybe I was 4 or 5, and I actually remember the first recordings sitting in a wardrobe and just with a tape machine and talking and making up stories and about pretty much everything. Some of the cassettes I just have recorded from the radio. You remember, kids, before streaming and all those things, we used cassettes, and when your favorite song came up on the radio, you had to be quick and record it. So I use that now when I made this record. I used those cassettes to actually record some instruments. I really like to think of sounds in a way that doesn't have to be really clear and perfect and polished. I really like a bit more like lo-fi in some ways. So I recorded some of my guitars and even drums on those cassettes. The circle is full. Yeah, the circle is full. Are you filming? Maybe I can jump so you can make it look like I jumped up. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, this is really high.